Orange juice and a blunt for breakfast. While I read the paper, finna hit the block. About to see some paper. Orange juice and a blunt for breakfast. While I read the paper, finna hit the block. About to see some paper.
Yes, sir. Top of the midday. Yes, sir. It's almost 11 o'clock out here on the West Coast, but it is the orange juice and the blunt for breakfast. I got my fellas in the building. How y'all doing today, man?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Big chilling, you know what I mean? Slow motion in the big ocean, you know what I mean? We really got, y'all be missing out. We be doing some exclusive podcasts that y'all will never might not know exist.
It's fact.
Yes, if you know, you know.
Oh, mama. How you start? How your morning start? Your afternoon starting out, ears?
It's going. I was just, while we were jabbing backstage, I was working on the podcast for Friday.
That's right. Make sure
you're doing some
photos.
Always working. Friday morning stuff.
Always.
And Friday morning.
By choice, not forced.
All right, make sure you send me the pictures once you get a chance.
Yes, sir. I've already got them up. I just have to put them in the order of the podcast.
How your day starting out, Gang Green?
Never been better, bro. As chilling, and then I know yesterday I had to call it quits, and I mentioned the OJ, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know when it's gonna happen because you guys been rocking the show a lot. So shout out to you for hustling and getting the entertainment out there. Happy to be here, but yeah, man,
welcome back.
Come on, welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh, we gotta get that.
Welcome back. 100%. We're gonna crank this bitch off real fast. We're gonna play a message from our sponsor, and we got a theme for today's show, man. 3 videos of the same type of shit, man. So we'll be right back in 1 minute.
Down.
Oh my mama. Yes, sir. Peacockmerch.com, man. Y'all know what time it is. Like I said, these 3 stories that we gonna pull up, it got a theme to it, man. So, and I think it's called the Freedom Act. That after 9/11 happened, allowed the country to spy on its citizens 100%. So let's get into this shit, man. I kept calling it the Patriot Act. It's the Freedom Act.
Okay, you know how they say birds of a feather flock together? Well, some communities around the country are coming together to fight against what they say is a concerning form of surveillance. AI startup Flock Safety is building an army of police tech. They are most recognizable for their automatic license plate readers you may have heard of, which snap a picture of the car's plate as it drives by. Police say the technology helps them fight crime, like kidnappings, murders, and stolen vehicles. And while this tech, it has existed for some time, Flock is now the first to centralize it into a single nationwide database that thousands of police departments can access at any time without a warrant. So we're going to bring in NBC News cybersecurity and tech reporter Kevin Collier, who has been reporting on this story. Kevin, thanks for joining us. Walk us through the privacy concerns here that's leading to some of this pushback.
Right. So the U.S. has had for years these cameras that record cars' license plates as they drive by certain highways, spots, intersections in towns and cities. But what communities across the country are pushing back on now is that Flock Safety has, for the first time, created a centralized database where more than 3,000 law enforcement officers across the country working together, sharing real-time location information of everybody that drives by. None of them need a warrant to access it. So I spoke with half a dozen people from a range of political affiliations who are pushing back. And there's definitely something in the air. For some people, it's this looming sense that as tech tracks us more and more, they're getting sick and fed up of feeling like they're being tracked. And these cameras are the biggest example of that. For others, it's the reality that even though Flock no longer contracts directly with the Department of Homeland Security, local police in sanctuary cities even have been using Flock contracts to look up drivers' locations on behalf of unstable investigations, and they want to stop their local police, their tax dollars from doing that.
I see. Kevin, we know that this kind of tech is growing in popularity. It has been for some time. Do we know if it's actually solving a significant amount of crimes and really helping police across the country?
I mean, yeah, Flock has a range of solved cases. They'll have local police come on and testify that, yes, this technology was helpful to close an investigation. A spokesperson there told me that despite the price tag, it's a crucial tool for understaffed police departments in particular.
Remember when I was saying understaffed police departments behind
more
stage,
than half a dozen cities and towns in recent months have canceled their Flock contracts over protests. Far more have renewed those contracts. But something that I did find over the course of my reporting is that it's extremely common for people in these cities and towns that have Flock set up. That happens before they realize their tax dollars are used for this technology that even tracks them to begin with. So we'll see how this shapes up as more and more people learn about it.
That Flock shit.
Absolutely. Kevin Collier, very interesting.
That Flock shit would be over here. When I first moved here, that's when I experienced that shit. Because it was 4th of July. And you just see them drones everywhere. They start swarming in, bro. And then the police show up and they tell you stop fucking shooting shit off. We're gonna write your ass up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, they have a whole fucking unit just for this shit.
But that, you see, that drone is for shit like that, right? So in the city of Sac, they got the drone shit too, though, right? So that what they'll do is they'll fly that motherfucker over your backyard to see that you ain't hoarding shit like that, because they'll find you like that 100%. But also the motherfuckers be using that to see if you growing back there. So just say like, oh, they flying that motherfucker over there just to see if you ain't a hoarder or a pack rat and it's nastier than a motherfucker in your backyard.
Yeah.
And they stumble across a fat ass grub. You feel me? 100%. Like that. It's like almost an invasion of your privacy, bro.
You're right. I need to fortify my backyard. And with some kind of fucking high canopy that they cannot see.
Some of that Dale Gribble. Remember what did they call that? The computer. Remember the computer system was called the Beast.
Yes, Beast.
The Beast is alive.
Lock everything down, Beast. Yeah, like I mean. That what was crazy for when they said that you being utilized in cities that are understaffed, because there's a lot more of those these days. When you're like, I grew up in San Jose. We had like they called it like the 10th. They prided themselves being the 10th safest city. Hella crime though, but the 10th safest, quote unquote, because you got all the biggest police force, one of the biggest in the nation, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, but then you go right next door to Oakland. Go up to Oakland though in the East Bay. They're gonna have they barely got any police there because no one want to work there. Right. You know what I mean? It's so crazy.
I wonder if there's a lack of investigators, and that's what this thing would be useful for. Is actually, you know how people can be corrupt. I know this would be really, really powerful in the wrong hands, but if it's in the right hands and we eliminate all the corruptions in the courts, then a lot of the system would improve in that way, I think, because there's so many people that are in it for the money, and there's a lot of money as a lawyer and a prosecutor, defender, all that stuff.
And if you don't have invented that technology, they got a city grant, you know what I mean, for the city to buy that equipment, that technology. 100%.
If you have investigation that's so good, then
like bro, that's at the end of your street in that gray truck. for the city of Sacramento, they use that truck to go hang up them motherfucking cameras, and then it'd be a black and white to have as a chauffeur, you know what I mean, an escort to make sure don't nobody fuck with him. And he's the police that's installing that shit, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? And I understand, like we said, understaffed police, like Kid has said, in the right hands for the right purpose. When a motherfucker, we see it all the time. I watch First 48 and shit like that, them type of shows to where a motherfucker do something and then they go back to the footage because they get the core, the description of the core, or even maybe the plates, and they'll track that bitch to, you know, in the area and all that. I understand all that, but yet also it said in that news story that certain states is also tracking motherfuckers for ICE with them cameras too, though. Like, look, now that's really fucked up.
That's gonna go down. This whole ICE ordeal is gonna go down as one of the real dark points on our country's history. I don't like it one bit.
I don't.
It's not
either,
American.
Yeah, I'm in there.
On my mountain, 100%. And also in that story, it says it helps stop crime, and which we was just talking about that. But in this next story,
looks like a lot of like abuse and power. That's basically crime in my eyes. That's all I see out of this fucking whole agency is crime. It's like
it was the trip when they had the mandate so they could
before now. Now it's like a bunch of shit that's going down.
And they don't got to use a warrant to get this shit. You know what I mean? 100%. So they can say if somebody do something in California and he on his way to Nevada, Arizona, going that way, you know what I mean? Hey, he all over the motherfucking freeways and all that, bro.
I can't imagine being somebody that's been born in this country, went to school, got a job, worked a nice life, and all of a sudden name got around for some reason and they came and got me. I was like, what?
100%.
Are you kidding me? That's happened. And hopefully after all this is said and done, that they'll, you know, through the legal system, they'll go to court and be able to recover some of the
But, you know, that's the thing too, is because like, you know, it's not like something that's been around. This
none of this ICE stuff is cheap. It's not cheap now, and it's not going to be cheap.
No, and like it's almost like they're doing it in real time, building the ICE infrastructure. Like these detain centers all of a sudden popped up everywhere to the point that they were using like office buildings and just flipping shit into detain centers now. You know what I mean? Like, because that's where they're at now with this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ever seen the ICE commercial?
Word.
Yeah, they got an ICE commercial talking about the police department is boo 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 boo. Come work for ICE, man. We got about 90K starting off for you right now, incentives and all types of bullshit.
Wow.
Oh my mama, they got an ICE commercial. Come work for ICE.
They're gonna get. They're gonna get motherfuckers to sign up for ICE. It's about to be a whole ICE army.
Your humanity. I'm like, I don't
Starting
think
them
I
off
can
at
do it,
90.
dude.
The motherfuckers
I
is
get
rogue
angry, bro.
agents. They're rogue
That's what I'm
agents,
waiting for.
dog.
It's some sort of like internal revolution somewhere in a city. Somewhere in this country, there's going to be a city that stands up. These ICE guys are going to go.
I feel like it'd be Chicago.
But that's why that motherfucker called the National Guard on certain cities to help the motherfucking ICE people. Like, come on, bruh.
It's a scare tactic. It's a government contract. They signed the dotted line, and they know that if they fail to obey some orders, that they can be criminally prosecuted in the DOJ. And that shit is real life fucking punishment. Going to jail, going to prison.
Man, and they taking like motherfuckers that been here for 40, 50 years, right? Grandparents and great grandparents, right? Like my daughter, right? So my daughter, one of her best friends, she was born here and all that, but she didn't have no paperwork, right? So my daughter, 24 years old, she's just now starting to get her shit because of trying to go to work and, you know what I mean, certain shit like that. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, dog. 100%.
Yeah.
Top of the morning, Bakes.
What up, Bakes?
I think I canceled your counter, big bro, or declined that motherfucker. Oh, everything. We can talk about that later. Oh, my
He didn't
mama.
want
Top
to
of
do
the
any
morning,
business
PB and
with
Dub.
his actual good
What's
players.
up,
It's like,
PB and Dub?
why would I want to make a trade with you if you're not willing to even talk about your best players? This is, I mean,
Whole world.
we gotta start somewhere. It's gotta
Come
be
on
one
now.
of those.
You know what? I know where we could start with the Tennessee backfield. They're on the block. They're on the
We've been
block.
riding this wave for a long time. You know what's crazy
I
is
took
that
them
if
off the
somebody
block for a
did
while there. You know,
fall
for a
for
while.
it, they would have at least been able to get some sort of points from them. Wasn't a lot, but they didn't get hurt, and they didn't,
I got the whole
didn't miss any
backfield.
time.
Still got it.
Hey,
Now
PB
I'm
and Dub
glad I have
said,
them still because I'm like, I need them. I'm like,
hey, PB and Dub said he just picked up some fire ass indica, man. Let's put it in
let's
the
go,
air.
man.
Come
You
on
know what
now.
I mean? Indica is my shit. Sativa is my one, bruh.
Come on now.
Nowadays, everything's hybrids. But man, like if I ever run into some Dutch Crunch, Durban Poison, I don't know why. See, the moment I start thinking indica, I start thinking of sandwiches. Then I went right to the Dutch Crunch. That's the thing too with indica. I'm hungry than a motherfucker.
Hey, like on that last video, we was just talking about how it helps stops crime. Well, here's a video of the same camera system, but on the opposite side of the spectrum, bro. Watch this bullshit. Oh my mama, it's a cold world out here with these motherfucking flock cameras.
A Denver woman says that she was wrongfully accused of theft after police tracked her car using flock cameras.
The camera system's been a point of controversy over privacy concerns, but it's been a praised tool by police who've used it successfully to track down suspects and make arrests.
But after the system was used to accuse her of a crime, one woman is warning everyone to have cameras of their own. Fox 31's Anna Kuhn sat down with her and has her story tonight. Anna?
Hey guys, well, the Columbine Valley police chief has since voided the court summons against this woman, but she says she never should have been accused in the first place. She says her car was never at the address where that package was stolen.
You know we have cameras in that town, and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing, correct?
On September 27th, the Columbine Valley police officer came to Chrisanna Elser's door and issued her a summons to appear in court, accusing her of stealing a $25 package in the town of Bomar. The officer said he had doorbell video of the theft and had tracked her car in the area using flock cameras.
It is locked in. There is zero doubt. I wouldn't have come here unless I was 100% sure. 100%.
The only problem with this case, she wasn't there, and she had the evidence to prove it. Dash camera video from her car, a log of her location from Google Maps, and doorbell video of her walking into her tailor's house when the package was stolen.
He just kept telling me that any evidence I had wasn't worth it.
Because you have not been honest with me, so I'm not going to extend you any courtesy of showing you a video when I don't need. But I can show you videos. No, you cannot.
After a few weeks, Elser was able to get in touch with the police chief, who wrote her in an email, quote, "After reviewing evidence you have provided, nicely done, by the way, we have voided the summons that was issued." But Elser says she shouldn't have needed to prove her innocence and worries flock cameras can paint a picture police will rely too heavily on.
They need to be used properly and be used with caution in a conversation versus we're now going to use this to accuse anybody and everybody.
It's still human
We did
error.
reach out to the police chief for comment, but didn't hear back. Meantime, Elser is advising all of her neighbors to start collecting their own digital evidence. She says you never know when you might need it. Live.
Yeah. Good on her, man. That's a fucking forward thinking. Having all that fucking shit to back up the her claim, because whether you like it or not, that guy's attitude seemed pretty.
I thought the crime here, mister.
That guy was
Stop lying to me.
Just something about him screaming scumbag. And
You're
then
not being honest with me.
Pause, but I don't know if you noticed, but he had a badge up here, and then he had a badge right by his belt buckle. I'm like, this dude knew he was approaching this blonde girl, fucking female, and then he's standing on the stoop with his fucking leg all up in the air and shit. He's trying to pull that masculine, powered move, and probably wanted.
He was trying to knock her down.
How far he could get with her, probably, but this guy is.
He's like, I'm gonna make lead detective on this one.
The exact I guess like epitome of my image of like a corrupt bad cop.
And or it could just be a perfect case of human error. This guy, I mean, like, you know, he's looking at it like, yeah, I got her. Like, you didn't even see her with the packages. There's zero package there. Check the footage again. I'm pretty sure that, you know what I mean? It'll show it. She had the evidence. He didn't want to see it. This motherfucker, he's trying to get his third badge, huh? He's like, listen.
That motherfucker said
$25.
Hey, over $25, bro. And that motherfucker said, just like how we just said about using these cameras properly. That motherfucker just said, he told her, for quote, you can't get a breath of fresh air in this town without us knowing. 100%.
Yeah, this guy is.
Wow, that guy's really drunk off
He
power.
saw the blonde hair and said, "What can I do to?" And she's like, "Fuck you! I got pull one quick on me. I got all sorts of background. Like I got footage. You want information? I got a phone that's tracking me, basically. I mean, like
little did he know she's IA.
He just messed up and said the wrong time of day and all that stuff. Instead of actually doing creepy work, he just fucking made up some story and thought that he was gonna get away with it.
No, that's the fact. Like,
You know?
here's what's funny about it though is like, when you go to like a Best Buy or some shit, I heard like they're not even supposed to chase you unless it's a certain, or stop you unless it's a certain amount of dollar figure, right? And something like over 900 or something like that is now considered like anything over 900 is like considered whatever felony or whatever that charge is, right? But underneath that, it's like misdemeanor. So it's like, is it the steal? Is stealing packages, is that federal? Like you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he came in there like he's ready to. You know what I mean?
Over
Get your door
$25
down.
package to go back to the 90s before like
I mean,
supreme
stealing mail is
internet
federal, but it's like these
power. We don't need that internet really. It's more of a nuisance than.
And you don't think that where the package was delivered, them motherfuckers don't got no Ring camera?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, where's your footage at, officer, of me, my face, taking that motherfucking package, and then me jumping in my car, and then you get the block cameras, bro. You didn't miss a whole lot of steps. And
Pretty
he
much,
said, I got the footage that I wasn't there. And he said, no matter what you show me, 100% it was you. Cold world. My mama.
Hey,
that's why he's the best detective out here.
Hey, Terminator, the AI. The AI is taking over the police force one day.
Oh my God! Yeah,
and we're gonna get that fucking story in real life.
RoboCop.
Come on now.
Well, I think it's gonna be Terminator. I think we're just gonna have too many fucking AI robots running around thinking that they somebody.
Come on now.
And we can do nothing. I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do against the goddamn robot that knows karate?
It's cold out here, bro.
And
Oh my mama. And see how we started off. We started off with a national story. That was a CNBC story, one of them NBC, CNN like type national channels. This a local channel. This next one we finna go to is another motherfucking local story about these same fucking cameras. And shout out to Smitty. We gonna get to your fantasy question after we watch this last video, bro. And I ain't mad at you, Bakes, on everything. We trying to dance, but we ain't dancing with the same to the same beat or something like that.
To the old
the
drum.
closer we get to Monday, I mean, like that Monday during Monday Night Football, is there some betrayal gonna happen?
Oh yeah, you already know, big bro. Them is facts.
Final.
The last minute.
Last call. Last call
for trading alcohol.
Come on now. Let's kick this last one off, y'all. We going to the beautiful state of Washington, man.
A court ruling today raises new concerns about the cameras that dozens of Washington police departments use to catch criminals. Glad you're with us at 6:30. I'm Greg Copeland.
I'm Joyce Taylor. King 5 was the only TV news crew in the courtroom for today's hearing. As our investigator Chris Ingalls reports, the Skagit County case has implications statewide.
Here in Cedar-Woolley, where cowboys, loggers, and railroad barons built this historic town, new technology has been helping catch criminals. A half dozen or so Flock brand cameras are mounted along the busiest streets. These cameras can keep an eye out for stolen cars or vehicles that suspects use to commit their crimes. But earlier this year, Cedar-Woolley shut all its cameras down and asked a judge to settle a case involving a public records request.
You're a tattoo artist.
Yes.
Who files public records requests.
Yeah, on my free time, yeah.
Jose Rodriguez, who works in Walla Walla, is an ordinary citizen. He filed requests asking for images from Flock cameras with dozens of police agencies. Many complied, and his records, some of which are shown here, reveal that Flock cameras are shooting images all the time of passing cars and passengers.
You were worried about abuse of this system.
I felt like that's, I don't know, violating all of my privacy, everyone's privacy, regardless if you are obeying the law or not. It's not like a traffic light camera that takes pictures of only people that are breaking the law by speeding or whatever. It's taking pictures of every single vehicle that passes by.
He calls it surveillance by Big Brother. Cedar-Woolley denied his records request and
all rise, please.
Took Rodriguez to civil court.
This is a fairly specific issue regarding a very valuable and effective law enforcement tool.
Today, the attorney for Cedar-Woolley and Stanwood, which also denied the records request, said making Flock images public would violate the privacy of individuals, and it would make them available to requesters with bad intent, like stalkers.
This is about ensuring that this technology is utilized in an appropriate manner.
This court case follows a University of Washington report last month that found federal agents accessed Washington Flock cameras, possibly in violation of a state law prohibiting their use for immigration purposes.
I think a lot of cities are discovering right now that we don't know who all has access to this.
So we're here on the city's motion for summary judgment.
The judge ruled Flock is so broad and indiscriminate, most of it not involving suspected criminals, that it must be released to requesters like Jose Rodriguez.
These images and data from the Flock do qualify as public records subject to the Public Records Act.
After the judge's ruling here at the courthouse today, the attorney representing the cities said the judge's decision is under evaluation and it'll decide what steps to take next in this case. Meanwhile, the Flock cameras in both Stanwood and Cedar-Woolley remain turned off. In Mount Vernon, Chris Ingalls, King 5 News.
It's a good thing it's a local issue. I can see some areas where they're like, this is totally unnecessary. What are we doing? We hardly have any crime. What is this really just because of maybe an Amber Alert and we can capture that guy visually and track him down and apprehend him and get back the endangered child. Just an example. And then on the counterpart of that, it comes to that the Amber Alert. A lot of the fathers are falsely accused of kidnap. That they are the father, right? They're not a kidnapper.
Yeah, that's unfortunately.
And then baby mom goes crazy and calls, and everybody goes high alert, and fucking goes, whoa. And they go on his hunt. And then the dad is just going, hey, I'm doing my dad duty to, keep him safe and away from that girl. That's crazy. Oh,
wow, bro.
Yeah. But there's an alert and they're fucking panicking and they don't know what to do. The right thing to do, I guess, is to be like, no, I'm not a threat to these kids.
I mean, at that point, too, it's a APB all out. Like, everybody and their mama, their phones go off. You know what I mean?
There are
got your name and your
there are
description in the car
alerts that are issued appropriately, and we rescue children that are endangered. and that's
and,
great.
and that's what it's used for the
And
most part.
This might help that type of case, but in a a city environment, that I think that's the best use place, because the city's already tracking you. If you're talking about your city, there's eyes on you, and then like everybody's got records on you. It might not be to the extent of the detail that these cameras provide, where like they can zoom in HD and track you and see your license plate real nice and all that stuff. But I mean, your information is everywhere. The system has you. You're not getting away ever, no matter what new thing comes around. They already have had it.
Since the age of smartphones, we've been giving up our data.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all this stuff
agreeing
is just,
to things.
It's kind of a facade. It's a fear that like, oh wow, I don't want them to know something that technically they already know. I don't know. That's my opinion. They already know how you track. Your phone is collecting that data and your cookies, your privacy information. You sign it over.
That's a fact.
No, facts, 100%. And I loved how you talked about the Amber Alert shit like that, right? But like how they was talking about red light cameras, right? When you go through the red light, that motherfucker hit your motherfucking license plate, and then it also take a picture of your face. Yeah, it comes to your if you got a driver's license or an ID, it'll scan your motherfucking ass as well too. So I understand that, but bruh took these people to court to be able to get public access for these photos because they're taking pictures of it all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's constantly taking images and images and images instead of just trying to read the license plates. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's different technology between the these flop cameras.
That's when
and the license
Columbine
plate
needs to
readers.
take the pitchfork and the flame, and they go. Ah!
Yeah.
they
You ain't lying. With the fucking angry mob.
What are you doing in our community doing some corrupt shit? Fuck
Come
you.
on now.
You get out of here. We elect him as the new sheriff.
Real.
Facts. And then when we was seeing the national story about this shit, bruh said something about ICE tapping into this shit. Now here it is. This last story. This was a local, in the state of Washington. They also got records that ICE tapped into them motherfucking cameras. 100%.
100%, yep. And that's the dark web. It's all available for anybody out there to buy, and they can, backtrack it and find out all the stuff that they need to find out.
And I do want to say this for anyone: don't just go cruising the dark web either. If you do that, you have to create a separate account, and you got to use one of them third-party woo-wops that people highly recommend you use, because the moment you even start cruising the dark web, you could be unbeknownst to you getting your shit jacked, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not only that though, Bo. Remember we just did the story on the dude that got arrested for the Palisades fire. They didn't scan his phone, went through the AI, seen what he talked in the AI, and then seen the pictures of what he was taking. Then also got him on location at the Palisades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know.
He did it. The third eye is watching, bro, all the time.
Oh yeah.
We're not
all-seeing eye. Mickey Mouse.
Our personal space is in our
Mickey
mind.
Mouse is always watching.
100%, bro. Facts.
That shit crazy.
It's real shit. Smitty had a fantasy question for us. What's going on with you, Smitty?
What up, Smitty?
He said, yo, I need a QB for bye week in a 2 QB PPR Superflex league. Number one, who would you rather have? Bryce Young or Tyler Shoke? And would you rather give up Nico or Rice? I will be receiving Devontae Smith as well.
I think Shook is on a bye week. Right? Saints?
I think so, bro. I think I do got Shoke and Kamara somewhere. Let me check that.
Yeah, I think they're on a bye. So
let me check right now. Hold on.
Good looking, Lee.
Yeah, I think it's just them and the Colts. Actually, I know for certain.
Yeah, the Saints are off. Yeah, because it's the it's that division. Yeah.
Okay.
They're on a bye. Yeah, they're on a bye.
There it is.
Yeah, you got to go Bryce Young.
Go fight your league mates.
Go BY. Go bye.
Yeah,
how do y'all feel about the?
If it's already after waivers, I'm pretty sure just go scoop them up right now. don't even think about it.
Oh yeah,
Jameis?
It's Wednesday.
Go see if you can go get Jameis.
Yeah. Oh, I would pick up Jameis too. I mean, like, did they already announce this Jameis?
Yeah, he's gonna start. He's gonna start.
Okay, cool. I had the force was telling me they weren't gonna go to rest, so I was like, you know what? Let me
Famous
just go grab
Jameis is gonna see the
everywhere.
field.
How do y'all feel about his part 2 of this question? He said, would you rather give up Nico or Rashee Rice and he will be receiving Devontae Smith?
Ooh.
I'm just rocking the Nico and Rice.
Exactly. I don't trust that.
Yeah, I like Nico and Rice. I'm not
The
really
problem
fucking
with the Eagles passing game.
I'm not on any of the
super
Eagles
low
passing
volume.
game this year at all.
Low volume.
Yeah.
Not buying it. I mean,
Said Jameis
we
is
already
gone.
got AJ Brown all over social. Going.
Yeah, he's already said it himself. Trade
Drop me from your
Had me.
fantasy team. It almost sounded like me last year claiming this about Marvin Harrison.
I didn't
like,
see
"Get
that.
rid of him.
No, he was on the
Fucking drop him. You don't need to even roster this guy. Not even on your dynasty.
JD, he was on the train last night, right?
I was
Playing,
trolling on the
Madden.
dynasty shit.
And he
but,
goes,
you know,
if you
that's-
had me, drop me or
I
trade
remember
me.
that. I remember that, kiddo.
That's how.
Damn, I need
that's
that
how
clip.
AJ Brown is treating himself.
JD, I'll send you right now.
I almost could have sold my AJ Browns already.
That's crazy.
He's hating on himself. Like, just drop
Wow.
me.
That's
You know what's
crazy.
crazy? I'm such an idiot. I
It's
almost go.
unfortunate that we don't get Malik
If there
Neighbors
hasn't
and
ever
Jameis
been a
together.
squeaky wheel, that's one right there.
That is
Usually the squeaky
great
wheel
in the
gets the grease.
motherfucking Z. Dog.
JD, I'm sending it to you right now.
Good looking, Lee.
But they
Smitty
just
said,
don't throw the. He's clearly nursing a hamstring too. It's not like since that one game he re-aggravated it. That was the last time he was like being used down the field for real. It's
Hey,
all
Smitty
Devontae.
said Jameis is gone, but he said he doesn't need Shoke until week 12 after
There
the
you
bye
go.
week.
Yeah, swoop them both, outhouse them both. Don't let them float around out there. You know what I mean?
He said I can pick up Young off waivers or trade for Shoke. What should I do?
I'll pick up Young.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can be sneaky some weeks. Get you a nice.
Well, and this is the reason why it's like I just pick him up because he's free right now. You know, like
and you're in a super flex league, unless we're talking like an 8-team super flex
or like 10 maybe.
10.
Yeah, and then usually in that case too, everyone hoards like 3 or 4 even. You know what I mean? In a 10 team,
it just makes sense.
It's about to go down. I know, like I waited in some of my joints. I was just like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna wait till midnight, and if he's there, I'm just gonna swoop Jameis Winston. You know what I mean?
Yeah, JMO was announced about 6 o'clock this morning. They started.
That's crazy.
About 4 o'clock Pacific time.
They said, fuck Russ. What's the coach name? Kafka now?
Yeah,
Mike.
Kafka.
Yeah,
Mike. Yeah,
Mike
Kafka.
You know,
Mike Kafka.
definitely he has that pulse of the team. They're like, nah, nobody is rooting for that guy over there.
Right.
Everybody's rooting for
the
that
room was
guy
really
over
dark.
there.
The room was really dark, and in that locker room, in the corner, there was a light, and it was shining. And when they looked over to that light, it was Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
And Chris Rodriguez is going to play too.
No one cares about that one at all, Lee. Chris Rodriguez, like for real.
Good. Give us
backfield
another
is
running back
crazy.
in Washington.
That's a weak
Like, we
ass
need
backfield back there. Pause.
It is.
I know, like it's better news to say he's out, and then we go, all right, finally, maybe Crosby can flash again.
Exactly.
This is a matchup, but you know what's crazy is like all of a sudden the last 2 weeks, the Dolphins defense, the last 3 even, the Dolphins defense really tightened up, man. Pause. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? I mean, it's kind of like Carolina did after like 5 weeks. But like, and then Carolina kind of, then they got blown out by the Bills, and they've kind of been Carolina again since then. I mean, shit, they just dropped them on the Saints badly. To Shook. Shook
Green said he needs to win out and to make the playoffs.
Okay.
So don't give up Nico or Rice for Devontae.
Yeah, I'm not doing that at all.
No, don't move on.
That's not a good deal at all. Unless you're trying to like reverse psychology of somehow, and you actually are the one with Devontae Smith, and you can get those two. Yes, I'm doing that. But
Yeah,
you have right.
Just put
Rice
yourself
is-
in the Devontae Smith owner. Would you trade Devontae Smith for Rashee Rice?
No.
Hell no.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, that motherfucker with the stiff arm, the Heisman Trophy pose. You bet not
I
ever
do
think
not
about
like-
doing no shit like that.
I do not like Devontae. I just wasn't on their passing game like that at all. We're
got Galaxy in the building, top of the morning, big bro.
What it do?
He said big OG energy up in this bitch. Yeah, come on now, California, stand up.
We in this thing.
Hey, we got the crooked fella in the building too, man.
What's up, Crook?
What's up,
How you
Crook?
feeling the day after your birthday, man?
Yeah, man. It's funny because like talking some fantasy business with our old pal Mouth. Pause. And then he got back to me today. My bad for the late response. Got pretty fucked up last night with Crook. I was like, yeah. For sure. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, man, sounds like a good time. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Chicago clubhouse, fella.
Shout out to the clubhouse, man.
Right.
Crook said that basically means he's in playoff mode now. Tough spot to be in, just like the fucking Ravens. They got to go on all cylinders.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what's dope is I like watching Chicago. It's a team that doesn't know any better, right? And they figuring it out. It's like if like you had the little Giants, but they're playing. It's an NFL team, though. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. It's fun watching them figure it out. And
Come
Ben
on
Johnson,
now, Jets.
out of
Jets are
nowhere,
almost there.
Ben Johnson be pulling out some crazy ass plays all day, every day too. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, wow. It's like I'm like, wow. When they figured this out and it gets like firing on all cylinders, that's just gonna be dope for fantasy. And they carry a bad defense right now, so it's like they just running it up. I know for reality, cricketers probably don't want to hear that part, but like it is fun watching them pull these games off in these fourth quarters with these comebacks. It's great for the morale of the team too. You know what I mean? Like usually we got Horde. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Crooked said he feeling just a tad bit hungover. Hey, hopefully you didn't have to go to work today, big bro. You got the day off on my mama.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Let me know. Give me the names. I'll make a few phone calls.
And Galaxy said trade Diggs and Harvey for the Bugatti Brock Bowers.
It's not a bad deal, but like,
hey, call me crazy, bro.
I kind of don't want anything to do with that Raiders defense Raiders team. And if I was the Brock Bowers manager, I'm probably trying to move him too because he ain't really been handling. And I probably somewhere along the way acquired a usable tight end. So you know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at with Brock Bowers. It's like I'm trying to sell high and redraft if I can. You know what I mean? Like,
So this is the wrong time to trade Harvey. We're crossing our fingers. You've been holding on to him. You invested into him. You believe in him because you have him, right? Let him do his thing. We are not going to get Dobbins this week.
We may not get Dobbins for a while.
So let this kid cook first. Find out what his true value is, and then I'd say roll with Diggs. Diggs is the best receiver on that team still right now.
He's the most consistent with snap count and like as far as like receptions.
It's not fancy, but like when you evaluate a playoff contending team and you have a floor of a nice WR2. Great.
I'll do this deal if I'm not coming off of RJ. If I can go like Diggs and something else, I'll go get Brock Bowers just for the upgrade because he's still Brock Bowers. But I don't want to like the depth right now too is hella important right now. Like motherfuckers is dropping like flies every week.
Right? And who in that league that you're talking about, Galaxy? What tight end are you running with right now?
Yeah, I remember he was asking some tight end questions. Was that yesterday?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because
Smitty said, remember, would you trade Rice for Odunze? I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. No way.
Trade Rice for Odunze?
Yeah.
What kind of league? Is this a dynasty?
It's a redraft, I'm assuming. Here's the thing.
Redraft?
Rome is.
I like Mahomes too much.
I do too, big bro.
I was about to say, like, if you look at Rome's been kind of all over the place. He went from like 4 weeks of like straight consistency. They went on their bye week. He came back. He's been all over the place. As soon as Rice came back, he's been like WR.
There's a second part of the question.
Really good. Egbuka?
No, it's
Rico Odunze for Rico and Egbuka. For Rico and Odunze or Rico and no, I'm keeping Rice. Unless you need, well, I don't know. Rico is pretty nice.
I always look at the sketchy.
And
That's
Rico's
when I
pretty.
look at it. But at the
Rico
same time
has.
too, I like
I'm not getting rid of
schedule
Wright
too a lot.
just to be tied to Mahomes, and we know what it is, bro.
Yeah.
We've seen it for the
They
first
tryna
2
sweep.
weeks last year. We've seen it for the Super Bowl run where he just completely dominated, bro. And for all those games that he done missed last year and going into this year with the suspension, bro, that motherfucker is ready to go. Pause. It's like this is what we this is what I drafted him for and held on to him till week 6, 100%,
Exactly.
or week 7 is the first game. Oh my
But
mama,
that
it's
Rico
paying
does
off.
change the situation for me personally. I
Rico
think
is a dog.
Rico is slotting in ahead of unless you have like a Jacobs as
sell high on
RB2.
Rico or sell
I don't
or
know
be
how you
buying
don't
Rico?
put Rico in there as your RB2.
I love that I have Rico in a bunch
I
of
think
these
I
lineups.
have like Rico right around that Jacobs area right now. The volume is there, and Chuba ain't getting nothing. Chuba is not a thing. Chuba is a returner now.
18 carries to Chuba's 3 carries was Rico. So
Chuba was doing some like punt returns, I think.
with his bad hands.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was always Chuba's knock. He had these stone hands.
They were like, "We're paying you. You're gonna go out there and play football, do something."
Yeah, for real though, huh?
Crooked said, Caleb is showing he has ice in his veins. If it's close and Bears have the ball last, look out. Come on now.
Look out. Here
Stephon
comes the
Diggs,
Bears.
Diggs or Odunze this week?
Odunze.
He naturally is the number one over there.
Oh,
DJ
and
Moore.
the Patriots
DJ
play
Moore's a little
tomorrow
bit
against
banged
the
up.
Jets.
Not really.
That's true. Y'all think that's gonna be a crazy competitive game? Who the Bears got again? They got.
Let me see.
Not Detroit. Detroit has Eagles.
Do they have Minnesota?
Oh, they're playing Minnesota again. There you go.
Good looking, Lee.
Huh.
Colston Loveland and maybe Luther Burden might have like sneak
And
their way into these
Minnesota
weeks.
held Chicago wide receivers in check in the first game.
Yeah, but I'm gonna chalk that first game to it being Ben Johnson's first. Like, like this. They were popping a seal on that thing. I mean, if you remember how shitty that game was, it was 3 quarters of like no scores, and then like JJ magically throws 3 touchdowns in fourth quarter. Like that's exactly how it happened. That game was whack. But yeah, they doing their thing now. The matchup is great for Diggs here. Diggs is a floor play here. I'm kind of in it for. I'm in it. I think we're still gonna get a decent floor of targets for Odunze, and there's way more upside playing Odunze, bro.
Odunze has way more upside.
Yeah.
Unless we have some wild week where Diggs gets 80 yards, 3 touchdowns. Because
he is one of their red zone threats as well.
He ain't
too,
going for
though.
the. He's not going for much more than 100 yards.
That's not part of his game.
I think they didn't have a 100-yard receiver. Was it until? Butte had 100 yards in week 1. Oh, it was never mind. It was the Raiders I was reading. Raiders haven't had a 100-yard receiver since.
Diggs to give you that same ceiling that Odunze possesses is going to have to get like 2 touchdowns.
Galaxy said he got Go Dirt. So should he go try and trade for Bowers, or should he just stick with Go Dirt?
Hey, Go Dirt is low key fantasy all-star, right? He's
the only consistent. He's the only consistent player you can start in that passing game for.
In that passing game,
or that you feel comfortable with.
He's the one. Yeah, he doesn't.
I'm playing AJ Brown every week.
Actually, I take that back. I was gonna say something ignorant, but he had that blow up week where he just fucking balled out and was like, it was early on in the season, probably like before week 5, but he had a fucking monster week where he kind of like skyrocketed up the rankings and was like a tight end, a top 3 tight end, all just because of one game. So That's the thing with
his
tight
ADOT
end.
is like double his
Tight end
career
streaming.
ADOT.
It's not a bad strategy. If you'll probably get lucky and face a bottom 3 defense against a tight end, and that gives you a fairly solid floor. And
I mean,
the home run is still there.
If I have Goddard and I have an opportunity to go get Bowers,
have a Loveland or
that's different
something.
for me. That's different for me. If I can dress up Goddard a little bit and then go get Bowers, I would do that because it's like a form of selling high on Goddard because his ADOT is double than his career average this year. Like it's what he's doing, it just feels not sustainable. You know what I mean? Like
my thing is the only reason why, bruh, on the opposite end of the trade that has the share of Bugatti, RJ is probably one of the most entertaining parts of that. 100%. And he might be a running back needing.
I want to see what the youngsters got in him before we move off of RJ. So
would you do Diggs? Okay, like if I had a Diggs and Goddard, right? Is that, and then maybe I get Bowers, then maybe a bench piece.
Not
or
gonna happen.
even if it's a
but
2
you
for
can
1 right
try.
now. You can try it, right? Maybe
The
it has to be
Bowers
a 2
owner
for 1.
loves having the position.
Yeah, we had to wait. I got a couple of shares of Bowers, and we had to wait.
The Bowers owner almost still regards him like a trade.
Because he had the 1 for 39, so you can still try to pry him off. And they got the Cowboys on Monday, and if the Cowboys defense didn't all of a sudden magically turn into a good defense because of their new acquisitions, like Bowers should be in line for a big game here, and then no one's ever trading Bowers after that. You know what I mean?
That's facts. Because you see the other game he had, the first game back, I think it was against Leeton. No, it wasn't against your boys. Who was his first game back? He killed too, bro.
No, not Tennessee. It was right off their bye week.
Yeah, who was it? Let me look.
Yeah, he kind of tore it up, right?
Oh, it was against Jacksonville. He went for 43. He had a hat trick.
Yeah, it was his biggest game of the year.
Yeah,
there you go.
sure.
That's right. He had the hat trick.
That was his first game back.
And ever since then, he's been a used engine.
I mean, he only had one more game.
It's only been one game.
Yeah. You know, he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it to the max. Yeah.
Come on now.
He hates them.
My mama.
Yeah.
Smitty said Kyron is an option as well. Y'all should he try and trade for Nico? I mean, should he use Nico or Rashi maybe to try and get Kyron?
If I could, I don't really want to pay up with. What's your running back situation look like? There you go. Because like I would imagine I don't really need to weaken the strength of my team just to balance out. You know what I mean? A part of my team if I feel it's weak. That's how I feel. Because at the same time, it's like, all right, Kyron. If that guy's selling Kyron for something straight across, I'm gonna try to see if I can double up with 2 usable pieces instead of giving him one of my hitters straight across. Because like Kyron, he's kind of all over the place. And you know what? When they're in massively positive game scripts, we've seen double-digit touches on the ground for Blake Corum multiple times this year. You know what I mean? Just this last game, 13 and 14 carries for the 2 of them. You know what I mean? So it's a little. I don't know if I just want to jump out the window for that. Is what I'm saying.
He broke down his running backs too, but Galaxy said, "OG, pass that shit, man." Smitty said, "Would you do those previous trades I mentioned? Is Kyron? Kyron was the RB. So then he said his RBs is Breece Hall, Monty, Rashad White, and Hunt and Pacheco. So the trade would be."
Okay, so I see what he's. He's that. Damn. I mean, Monty. It'd probably be like if I could take Breece or maybe even Monty and one of those other people, maybe a Monty and Pacheco, and see if I could go after Kyron and be like, yo, look. But see, you almost gotta wait to see who has a nice game here, so you can sell by stock rising. You feel me? Because otherwise, it's gonna be preference right now. Like that person who wants to give up Kyron, he might need receivers, so he might not be able to talk unless you're talking one of them receivers. And I think I'd rather stay put. I'll be okay just starting Breece and Monty. You feel me?
So keep his running back. I mean, keep his wide receivers.
Yeah, I like Nico for the rest of the year. I like Rice for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure, he got other good receivers as well. So, you know what I mean? If you only need to fill 2 running back spots, I'm perfectly fine with Brees and Monty. We got them the rest of the way, too. You know what I mean? And because that Pacheco, that KC backfield is super convoluted. You know what I mean?
There it is.
Denver winning and LA winning this past weekend was big. That was for the Chiefs. We want them to be hungry for this fantasy playoffs.
That's a fact. Like if the Broncos, they're hella beat up right now. They're gonna be without like a gang of fools. So it's gonna be like the Chiefs coming off a bye week. Andy Reid might have one of the best win-loss records coming off of a bye week, like of all time.
Yeah.
So kind of could just pencil that in. They always play each other tough though. In the Mahomes era. I remember Mahomes, he went like several years where the streak was he couldn't throw 300 against them. And then that streak stopped. You know what I mean? So it's not like Mahomes doesn't tear them up. I mean, last year they had the low scoring game. It was a blocked field goal. Broncos gonna kick for the win. Chiefs blocked it. Then they played week 18 without Mahomes and all of them. It was fucking Carson Wentz or whatever the fuck it was.
Shout out Galaxy Pictures. Squad is Drake May, JT Judkins, Woody Marks, RJ Harvey, CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, Romo Dunze, Diggs, and then Goddard at tight end. I don't think I care that I don't have an elite tight end here. I'm keeping this squad.
Yeah,
So
as long as I have a usable tight end, I don't want to break this team up unless I can upgrade with some bench pieces and my tight end to go to a better tight end. Otherwise, man, you just rock.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yo, if they would say if it's not broken, don't fix it.
And then he said he put a star by it. He's 8-1. He running the league right now.
I said when I saw the record, I'm like,
he running the league right now.
I just stay put.
Galaxy.
I'd stay put right there.
And Smitty said, okay, so start 2 RBs, Hunt, Hall, Monty, or Rashad White.
Hall and Monty for me.
Yeah, I'd be Hall and Monty. I mean, and then they're playing the Eagles, so I also don't mind playing the White. If you really want to nitpick, I might even play White over.
Yeah, and they got Buffalo. Buffalo trash against the run as well.
Yeah.
I got Sean Tucker fired up in a couple of leagues.
Yeah, let's go.
I do too.
Oh my
I picked him up in the TFL. I was hella happy because I dropped him last week like a fucking
The difficult decisions.
Nice, bro. Oh my
man,
mama.
Sean Tucker.
Hey Lee.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go ahead and bring us home and let them know what we got going on for the rest of the week, big bro?
Alrighty, tomorrow. Well, actually, tonight we possibly could have a Houston huddle, correct?
Come on now.
Yeah. I think he's been swamped at work, but
okay,
hey, just be on the lookout for it too, because it might even pop up on a Saturday for all we know.
Then tomorrow
That's
we're
my
gonna
man.
have a watch party.
Yes, sir.
Friday morning we will have
the best team in the AFC right now playing the worst team.
Friday morning we'll have Wake Your Game Up.
Wake your game up.
Friday evening at 7:00 Central, 5 Pacific time. We'll have a Chargers Power Hour. Saturday,
the sugar-free Haterade.
And Saturday we'll possibly have another OJ. And Sunday we have our final international game in Spain. So join us for Grit
Donde estás,
8
Español?
a.m. Central, 6 Pacific time.
Talk your shit, dog.
I'm like, Grit don't quit, baby.
My mama. One more fantasy question before we get up out of here.
NeonPeacockMerch.com.
We got one more fantasy question before we get out of here from Smitty. He says, start 1 QB, Winston, Flacco, Mariota, Brissett, the tuna fish, or Brock if he plays.
Flacco.
I'm going to Flacco.
Flacco.
There it is, dear. Oh, my mama. We see y'all later on. In a minute, y'all be safe out there. In a minute, y'all.
Peace.
Gang.